This is Jeff from BMOCWins.com and SBRforum.com doing a sleeper segment for week 5 in college football. If you remember last week, done a video with Mike Brenner every week. Had a great week last week with 3-1 in sleeper plays. If you ask what's a sleeper play, it's basically a game off the radar, not a game people may be interested in watching or worried about. Many are concerned with these higher profile matchups. Not me. I like the sleepers. I like the small schools. And I'm hoping to give you a couple picks here to add to your arsenal on Saturday and to give you a couple winners. So let's jump into it. First game, 7 p.m. Going to go with Western Michigan, guys, -3.5 against Central Michigan. This line's actually dipped down to 3. So if you can find 3, that's obviously a key number. You may want to jump on that. Some books have 3.5. Western Michigan, guys, been a great team over the years against the spread. 4-0 so far this year. They've covered 22 of 30 over the last couple of years. And I really like this game going forward. Western is a team that is on the top of the MAC right now. This is a big game in this conference. And look, Central Michigan to me is kind of a middle tier MAC team. I don't think they're on the level of Western or Toledo. And I think Western's going to assert their dominance in this conference today. They've covered 12 of 15 on the road. They have a very complete team. Good quarterback, good defense, a couple of playmakers on offense. And they've really developed a nice culture up there in Western Michigan, up there in Kalamazoo. Central Michigan, a team on the rise, a good quarterback, a decent running game. The problem with this team has been defensively recently. They gave up over 500 yards last week to a very average Virginia team. Just were never really in that game. Were staked to a 28-0 deficit. And were never really able to rebound. So they come into this game kind of on a low point. They are at home here, which does set up a nice position for them. However, in the MAC, you're only looking at 10,000 fans per game. So I don't think that's going to be that big of an issue for Western. They've went on the road and won at Northwestern and at Illinois. So I don't think that's a big problem here. They have the experience. They're going to be ready in this game. The favorite has covered in 5 of 6 matchups. So I urge you, first play, jump on Western Michigan -3. I think they get the job done here by double digits, to be honest. And I think they continue to show the MAC that they are the team to beat in that conference. Second play in our sleepers segment. I'm going to go ahead and give away a service play of mine this week. I'm going to go ahead and give away San Diego State -19.5 against South Alabama. There's a plethora of reasons I'm on this game. Obviously, there's more to the game than just what's going to go on the field. Obviously, off the field is an important thing as well. San Diego State is off of a bye. They're well rested. They're ready to go. They've studied South Alabama for several weeks now. They're ranked for the first time since 1995. So obviously, that adds in a little bit of juice for San Diego State if they need it anymore. And they're also playing with revenge. They actually lost to South Alabama last year in San Diego, so kind of an embarrassing loss. And these kids from San Diego State didn't forget that. Add in the fact that they have one of the best players in the country that no one's heard of in Donald Pumphrey. This guy has ran for almost 600 yards in 3 games. He leads the country in rush yards per game, 8.2 yards per carry, and 7 touchdowns. So this guy's going to have a field day against a South Alabama running game that's just been shredded this year. 240 yards per game they've given up. And, offensively, they have struggles as well. Several of their key running backs are out, and their quarterback has had a foot issue recently. So against a defense from San Diego State that's ranked 4th in the country in points against, it's going to be a tough job for South Alabama to score and to stop San Diego State. I think they're well rested. They're motivated, ready to go in this game. I think they go into South Alabama and win pretty convincingly. I think this is like a 48-20 type of game. I think San Diego State flirts with the 45, 50-point mark. I think they pound South Alabama. I would lay the 19.5, 20 in this game. This is a service play for me, so I urge you, get on this sleeper as well. 2 other quick ones here, guys, and then we'll wrap it up and get this one edited and produced. Real quick, first one, Southern Miss. I'm going to take them -25.5 here against Rice. This one's real easy. Rice is terrible. They can't score. They can't stop anyone. Defensively, they're giving up 39 points per game. They're facing a Southern Miss offense that's scoring 41 points a game and really been good defensively. Southern Miss has covered 8 of 11 against teams with losing records. This Rice team, their coach is going to be canned pretty soon. They can't score, like I said. They're off a loss to North Texas, for God's sakes. North Texas is terrible. They can't score. They're just a mess of a team. And now you're going to tell me Now they got to face a team in Southern Miss that's really the class of this conference. I just don't see Rice being competitive in this game. It's a bad year for the Owls and their coach, David Bailiff, who's going to be on the unemployment line pretty soon. I would go with Southern Miss here as a sleeper. Again, a team not many people like to back. I actually backed them on the sleeper segment last week against UTEP, and they rolled in that one. I think they roll here again, 51-17, 52-20, something like that. I think they hammer Rice. So go with Southern Miss as your third sleeper, minus 25.5. Last one, I'm going to go with Ball State, minus 4.5 against Northern Illinois. I think this one goes at 4 o'clock or middle of the afternoon, something like that. Hopefully we can get this produced in time. Ball State, kind of a surprise in the MAC, 3-1 on the year. Haven't played a lot of really good teams, but you look at Northern Illinois, they would classify as a bad team. 0-4 this year. Uncharted waters for this Huskies team. The Northern Illinois, usually the class of this conference. It has not been so this year. They have really struggled. They're 0-4 against the spread as well, and they're off of a loss to FCS Western Illinois. Definitely pretty embarrassing if you're a Huskies fan. And it's not going to get easier. This Ball State team has been very good defensively, good against the run, and they're actually tied for the lead in the country with 17 sacks on defense. So they're going to pressure the young quarterback today for Northern Illinois, a guy that was a receiver several weeks ago. They've had some big injuries at quarterback, and now they're making position players play quarterback. Not a good recipe for Northern Illinois. You also add into the fact that Northern Illinois can't stop anyone on the defensive end. Plus, Northern Illinois has owned Ball State over the years. I think it's time that Ball State exacts a little bit of revenge here. And at 4.5, I think the line's kind of low. That is kind of concerning to me. I would wonder why this line's not 6.5, 7, but we'll take the 4.5 on the unknown reputation of Ball State. And I think they go to 4-1 here and get a win against Northern Illinois in this one. I just think the bad season continues for Northern Illinois. So just going to recap here quickly. I like Ball State minus 4.5 against Northern Illinois. I like Southern Miss minus 25 against Rice. I like San Diego State minus 19.5 at South Alabama. And I like Western Michigan minus 3 against Central Michigan. Everyone have a great day. Don't forget, come on over to bmocwins.com for great picks, great customer service, and a great time as well, and plenty of winners. You can find me also on SBRforum.com and Sportsbook Review. Everyone have a great Saturday, and we'll see you next time on Sleepers.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts and shop for lines at sbrodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.